let's go live. Let's see if I can get this set up a little bit. Zoom you in. About there. There we go. Alright, let me get the laptop going. Alright, looks like I got the laptop. I got to turn the air compressor on. Grab my flat. Nope, we're going to take that off of there. We don't need that one right now. I need this. Alright, now I gotta get the black. I'm doing a blackout on all that right now. Get my airbrush going. Drink of the soda, get the blackout. We're gonna darken that up a little bit more. Let me know how the sound is and all that jazz. Let me know you're here watching. If I don't know you're here, I might cut the video short. No use of wasting time on YouTube if nobody's watching. But mainly what I'm concerned about, I want to try to get the grass in, and I want to darken him up. He's got a little bit of feathers coming down on the side, and that I want to try to get a little bit of that in there before I start doing paintbrush work. But I want to darken everything up. Yeah. Get that there. Get the airbrush going. Airbrush we're using today is uh, the Evolution CR Plus. Right. I close the lid up on the paint before I knock it over. You always want to do that. Here we go. Got my eyes all checked out. Like I said, I want to give the Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you came. This what I started on yesterday. I'm almost done with it. But all week long, I did another one also. And Dan, how you doing, Dan? Yeah, that's what I started on yesterday, and the other one I did during the week, and that one's done. Done. I just got to clear coat it. Check that one out. I thought that one turned out pretty cool. And these are on clayboard. See the back of them. These on clayboard, so that turned out pretty good. But this one's almost done. I started it yesterday. But right now I'm just doing the black one. Doing the blackout on it. I'm hoping I have this grass in here really good. Last night I took the razor blade and cut it up to get this grass in here. The next painting I do, I already got it set up, is for John Lennon. I I'm trying to figure that out myself. It ain't it ain't shooting bad. It's just I think it's might be the air pressure I have it on because I do got it relatively high, or I might need to put some lube on it somewhere on the trigger. But these triggers are pretty funny. If it ain't broke, I ain't gonna fix it. When it starts shooting bad, then I'll fix it. But I think it's the seal, might be the seal that's clicking, but it ain't shooting bad at all. Yeah, if it ain't just making that sound, I'm alright with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, sometimes you have to watch that advice, I have to say, because it can lead into something drastic. But it's like a car. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think it's just sealed up so good that it's doing it. And it's weird that it just started happening recently. The sound that it's making. Yeah, this is the Evolution CR Plus. The CR Plus. And like I said, it's working great. I love it. Just making a weird sound. I don't know. Alright, let's take this off of here and see what we got. One thing with this clayboard, these magnets, I mean, it's even though that I have the, even though I got metal on the back of the board and that, these magnets are on there loosely because this board's pretty thick. And I mainly got a metal on, I'll show you this when I get these off of here. So now you can see a little bit of that. I gotta get around with the paintbrush, do some of that in. But that's mainly what I wanted to do. Worked out really good. Huh. She turned out pretty good. Like I said, I gotta go in. I'm happy with that. Take the paintbrush, go in here and do up the grass a little bit. That'll take a while. Do some lines in there and stuff like that. Same thing with the feathers coming out off his side and everything. And a little bit of gaps in the feather there. Look good. I like how it looks from a distance and everything like that. Pretty wild effect. And that's hard to believe. This is 2 days work. Oh, and I want to do the clouds up. I want to get some of the white, and I'll do some of these clouds up. It's in the distance and everything like that. A lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but some paintbrush work now. We're down to, sharpen it up a little bit. All right, we'll get that out. Um, Clean the airbrush out real quick, and then we'll start with the paintbrush work. I don't like letting the black set in the airbrush too long. That's one. All right, cool. Lego Grim Reaper. Yeah, I like this kind of scenery in that with the Indian playing the flute like on top of a mountain, watching the sunset. Uh, Indian, I like Indian stuff and that because I have tattoos with Indian stuff, and I like the spiritual part of an Indian. How much that the man has spiritual in them, where they don't that didn't or don't let stuff bother them as much, where they just carry on. It is what it is. It's their spiritual part, and I like that about the Indians. They made do with what they had or what they have, and they press on, and they have fun. They know what they got to do, and they take care of it and move on. Indian has great spirituality. Yeah, I even this is what I this is what I was using in a way to get the background in a way. But like I said, I turned them more this way, but I added the flute up there. So it's kind of that's the way I went about it. But you look at them. If I would have put them faceward, I don't think that would have looked as cool as having him playing the flute and then having a little bird off in the distance over there coming in while he's playing. So that's kind of the way I took it, but I put them out for the feathers out further. Alright, where was I at? Oh, I'm cleaning out that. Cleaning out the brush. And I do clean this brush regularly. So I still don't know why it's making this sound, but like I say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This brush is a fantastic brush. I'm thinking about if I get another brush, it'll probably be this one again. I've been liking everything about it, the way it's shooting and all that. Also been thinking about getting another one of the Visionaire boards, one of these again. Not because this one broke, because I want to put another one in the other room where I could use it for paintbrush, where I could feel comfortable doing my paintbrush work. Even though I'm all right doing the paintbrush work here, I think paintbrush work, it's good. It's good doing it here on the YouTube channel, but I want to do it every now and then. Uh, I don't do a lot of canvas and that, and I do a lot of like how I'm going to have to go across and do every one of the grass and that, and try to get the feathers going a little bit better. I think I could do it better doing it separate, so I don't bore, so you guys don't get bored of when I'm doing it. Hey Dwayne, good to see you, buddy. I was kind of like I said, my next one's going to be a John Lennon painting, and I'll get that out and show you guys what that one looks like. What that's going to hopefully look close to. Um, all right, let's grab that. I said I want to do a big John Lennon portrait. Um, John Lennon portrait. This is going to be a John Lennon portrait. I like this picture, and so I figure I'm going to do him up next. John Lennon was my favorite Beatle, so we'll do it. We'll do that one up next. Yeah, by doing this Indian and that, I was kind of debating on if I should do the color, and then I thought about it. I said, since I have the light coming towards me, I just do it dark, do it black, and add the flute into it, and that, and try to get the grass go all the way across, keep it all dark that way, all this will pop out a little bit more when you do the when I get the paintbrush work in. So that was my whole goal, and try to do the feathers going completely different, give it some gap and everything like that. But sometimes I like grabbing different things and use that as your basics in that. So now we'll set up for doing the grass and that. Get my wet palette out. The airbrush is cleaned out, so we're good with that. And here's my wet palette. Yeah, this one here that I did during the week, got this one done. I kind of left it like a postcard that you would see. I figured I did the sheep head up top, and baby Jesus down the bottom, and then like do a blanket in a way underneath his head, and that. Um, do gold back. It's a gold background, and then with gold with metallic gold, and just have just dust the gold over it, the metallic over the whole thing, and so set back looking like an old Christmas card or something like that. And I framed it out and everything, so both of them side by side. So it's pretty cool like that. I like that gold. Like I said, you can see how everything is and every that. So I got to clear coat it, and then I got to clear coat this one at the same time. Oh, and the other one, you guys were watching me. I'm setting that one off to the side for now, and I didn't show a video of this being not done, but close to being done. I think I could do more work on it, but it's close. I think there might be some more work to be done in it, but it's really close to being done. I'm not sure what else I want to do with it. I might just call it quits on it and lock it down with the 4050 and clear coat it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just setting it off to the side until I think about what else I could do to it. I don't want to mess it up, so we'll just set it to the side. And if I see something or think of something else to do to it, I'll do it. But I'm putting that one off to the side for now. That one's pretty good. It's a lot involved on that one. I just want to set that one aside for now. All right. Let me. I'm done with the airbrush. We're gonna get. paintbrush work. Show you guys what I do on paintbrush work. Gotta make sure my hand's clean, not clean, but it's dry. Yeah, that's and the way that's my first one that I have set aside to finish up later. I'm kind of at the point on it. I don't. It needs something, but you don't know what it needs. I could call it quits and just paint it and let it go real cheap. Sell it for $100 or whatever. Let me get my eyes cleared. And the way that you're busy with commissions and that, I know you're a busy man. All right, here we go. Put that away. Close the lids on this stuff. What the heck? All right, here we go. I hate the. That's all the grass is about. Just put them in going different ways. But the reason you seen me do the cutout, I want the grass to be at a certain level going across. I don't want to get too high or get the grass to be too tall. But I want it to have be random with it. I could sit here with get another brush out and just go crazy, but sometimes that looks sloppy when you, I think, when you do it. That's the way it looks like grass in a way. Shadow of grass. And plus, I think it adds a little bit to the painting when you could do little details. What am I missing? Start going to town like that. I miss things. I am. Oh, that's cool, Dwayne. Yeah, that's fun to do your own work. Do a couple special ones like that. Helps you have fun and keep the interest in doing the artwork. That's part of the painting. When you're doing with the paintbrush and that, your hands can be a little shaky if you want. That way it looks natural in a way. Yeah, if I get a commission, I like concentrating on them too. Ugh, you get a little boy's room. I'll be right back. And when you do paintings like this, you have to sit back, stand back, look at it, see if you got some good things, what looks good, take something out. All right, see what we got over here. That's cool. Call it shadow. You call it shadow painting? That's kind of, yeah. I guess that's what you could call it. It's different. I tell you that. I like it. I like this scenery. I'm thinking about doing another one like this, but maybe do a moose, and then I was also thinking of a car coming down the road too, Doreen, and then a deer crossing in front of it and stuff like that. I was thinking of too. Shadow painting is a good one to do, like a car coming down a back road where there's woods and that. You got a buck crossing the road, and then you got a doe behind them, or a doe that's already crossed the road. Stuff like that. Back country roads with an old truck or a milk truck or something like that, with the headlight. Milk truck with the headlights. Yeah, shadow painting. You like you said, that's a good word for it. I like it. You can run wild with it. I know that. Planes landing in the background. City city paintings and stuff like that. Yeah, the background is the star. Alright, I gotta go across with that grass. Poco, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you guys came in late. This is one I did during the week. I finished it up. I did during the week. I finished it up. I wanted to have where it looked like a old Christmas card of baby Jesus and the goat. So I did it with the gold metallic over it. I did the frame. I did that at the end, but I worked on the baby and the goat during the week and the blanket and everything like that. And then I did this one. I started this, the one I'm working on now. I started that yesterday, and it looks like it's a 2 day project. That's morning time for me. And that's good. Have yourself a beer. Have it on me. I don't drink. I drink root beer, but go ahead. Go for it. I done did my share. I overdid it. That's why I don't drink anymore. I always overdo it. If I crack a cork, I gotta finish it. I don't give a shit. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't care how big that bottle is. I have to finish it. I haven't drank since 1992. 1992. Oh yeah, he's gonna finish up on. I think he's gonna be doing the tires today to finish that painting up, Poco. 2019. That's cool, Dwayne. When I went camping last weekend, a lot of them got all them guys. They were drinking and that, drinking and everything. We had a great time. I was drinking root beer, but I still had a great time with them. Those guys, they did really good. Some people can handle it, some people can't, and I'm one who can't handle it. Not to say that a lot of people didn't have fun when I was around, when I was doing it, But we have just as much fun now. Oh, happy birthday, Poco. That's cool. Got big plans for today. I'm sure people planning some stuff for you today. Even if we don't celebrate our birthday, other people want to help us celebrate it. And just think with the other people wanting to help you celebrate it, that means they were glad that you were born on this day. They got to meet somebody who was born on this day that is special to them. And what you are, Poco, you are special to a lot of people. That's why we celebrate your birthday. So always remember that when your birthday, you feel like doing nothing, but the other people want to celebrate your birthday. It's because they're happy that you were born on your birthday. There you go. That's the grass. Got little globs of grass here and there. That's it. All right. Put a couple up here. We do a couple up here. Like that. Like that. I like that. Put some more over here. Get a little darker over here. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm glad you're liking it. Now we need to separate some of the feather work. Put some slots in the feather work up top. Like get some separation in some of this up here. I think it'll look cool when you do that. I gotta go. I gotta go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back. And I want to stand back and look at it and see how I separate the feathers a little bit. All I gotta do the clouds. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, I want to dust the clouds a little, or not dust it, but just check a little bit out on the clouds and do his feathers up a little bit. Okay. Well, the way I'm doing it with my phone, and that it's easy to hit that to get a stand or something to where it'll hold your phone, and you could put the your phone record it and for as long as you want because nowadays you could have the phone around and you can look at what you're showing and where your placement's going to be and just hit that record button and that's it. You don't have to have the sound on or anything like that. Uh, you can leave the sound off and they see you working and that. You get tripod or the what I got my phone hooked up is an arm and I got an arm coming out. The arm comes out like straight out like this, and then I got it cutting over this way, and I got the phone holding, looking down of the arc, and I could zoom in with your phone. You could zoom in or zoom out the way you want to do it. It's that easy on doing it on YouTube and that. But just go ahead and hit record and then send it to Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Share, just hit share, and it'll go to one of the network people. Will see your name and then see that you're doing the video and that. Just like taking your regular picture and that. Because I know you probably take. Do you take pictures of your work for the commission jobs and that? The same thing with the video. Do the video and then share it. Well, you have a great birthday, buddy, Poco. Well, in a way, it's like I want to go ahead and not use the phone for YouTube. I'm thinking about doing a camera, but in a way, the phone's been so easy to do a live video and that, so I don't really want to try to do anything with the phone. I mean, with the camera. Because your phone nowadays works just as good as a camera. And sometimes, if not, I think they work better than a camera would. Oh, okay. You don't do social media. All right, no problem. I mean, for the ones who say they like to see your work, that'd be cool. Just have a separate page so you ain't locked down to a. I do I do Instagram and I got Facebook, but when I post on Instagram, I don't go on Facebook that much, and it'll pop from Instagram to Facebook also, so I don't have to worry about doing both of them separately. And then what I do on YouTube, only the people who sees my video is mostly people I tell to subscribe to the channel and that and watch. All right, let's do some white in here. White, light blue. White and blue mixture. On my wet palette, I do have blue and the white I can mix up together. Because I want a little bit of the blue. Because you can see in the background, it's just ever so lightly. But I don't want the white to be overpowering. So we'll just add some areas. Just a little bit here and there. Let's try going. Well, you can see his. It's like the. If you look at the band of the his headset, it's got like a separation in that. So I take it from his forehead there. So I want to try to. We will split up the feathers a little bit and split some of the band up a little bit. So it's going to be higher. So we'll split it up just a tiny bit. Make sure I don't have too much paint on the brush. So you take the white with that black being in there. It just ain't gonna have to cover it up a couple times. Let's go. That's gonna be a big one. Do this one. This will be a big one in here.
Mhm.
You gotta remember, this is his elbow. So we'll just do a little. This is his elbow, so we'll do just a little bit right in here. And right here. Go. Kind of like that. Want to have a little gap in here. Now we could add just a couple. We'll add a little bit of white and the yellow. And sharpen that up a little bit. Mainly a white I want. I don't want it to show up that much. I want it to be a little sharper. Bobby, how you doing, Bobby? Alright, let's get some of that white around these clouds now. Dress up the clouds just a little bit. I don't want to overstate them, but I just want them to be dressed up a little bit. And I'm doing a circle pattern with my brush on the clouds. down here. I ain't gonna worry about too much. Let's go back in here. There you go, guys. How's that look? Well, thank you for coming on by, Dwayne. It is always great having you here. Made my day by coming on here, buddy. I think we're about to call it quits on it. I'm glad to do that. Whoa, I just lost my paintbrush down in the hole. Dang, I'll get it out. Yeah, I think it's looking good. Like I said, this is the 2 day. This is 2 days doing that. Then this one I did during the week, got it done. I'm happy with both of them, and they're both on clayboard. Oh, this one really looks cool. I like the way that gold is on this one. I like the way the gold is on that. But now I got to clear them, lock them down and clear them. Kind of like the way I have the feathers in there. That design looks pretty good. It's all good. Turned out really nice. Now, like I said, the next one I start on, I'm gonna start on the John Lennon. I gotta fix my paper up for that, and these two, they're done. I don't want to do no more to them. I'll let them go like that. Uh, I see how long I've been on here. I think we're gonna call it quits. Oh, 2 hour mark. Great timing. All right. I thank you all for coming on by. Hit that like and subscribe. And let's get some more people to join us. And I'm happy all of you came on by. I hope the sun rises on you just like the painting. The music plays good in your ears. And you hear everything this world's got to offer. All right, you all have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend. Have fun and all that jazz. All right, bye.